What is up, YouTube
Hey
gang? Thank y'all for
guys.
tuning back into Wilbur Shenanigans, where we always bring the shenanigans. Today,
Shut up!
we're heading into some good stuff, some crazy stuff, some drama-fulfilled information. So, 90 Day Fiance, me and DB over here checking it out.
No, we watched before the 90
But
days.
it's along the lines of 90
Well,
days.
we did watch 90 Day Fiance, but I think we watched it like in the pretty early seasons.
But it's one of them.
I don't know. There's so many nowadays. We just found out there's like before the 90 day, during the 90 day, there's 90 day the other way. There's like so many. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know which one we watched.
This has to do with one of them hiring a private investigator to spy on his soon-to-be wife, or maybe wife already. I don't know. Like Dee said, it's before the fiance, during the fiance, after.
I wonder if we even seen the season, because there's so many different ones.
Whoever got somebody hired, I don't know who hired somebody. We have to find out.
Well, as soon as one season is over, another one just starts right up again. No time to decompress or process what we have just witnessed. It's boom, right back into it. Gino's sitting here with a new hat.
Yeah, I got a new hat.
We are only 2 episodes into this, and we already have a catfish, a private investigator, and a Gino. This man right here is already approaching David's level of desperation, which if you're pulling that off by episode 2, we're talking about record-breaking stuff here. This is revolutionary. To be breaking out the private investigator this soon into a relationship, it's something we've never witnessed before. It blows my mind how anyone could think that the beginning to a healthy and long-lasting relationship...
In a whole nother country. You cannot blame him for having a PI.
I was just about to give you that. Because it's like, dude, it ain't like I'm dating somebody in my town, my city, and I'm like, okay, now if it's in my city...
This is another country.
Okay.
If it was a different state, maybe I might, but...
You got a hold of you know what? Look, I'm getting one too. I don't care. I'll get one too.
Hey, if she got one on me, then hey, she got one on me.
Someone to follow your fiance around, and it's not like this guy's being catfished or anything. He just thinks she's lying, and you know what? She probably is. The whole thing is bad all the way around.
Violet is from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. She's beautiful. I think she's beautiful. She's like, she don't even look her age. I felt like there was a connection. Ever since then, we've just been chatting and calling each other pretty much daily for 2 years. Violet is the sweetest jerk I've ever met in my life.
All right, that's sort of a weird way to introduce your fiance. Definitely sensing some bitterness going on underneath the surface there. And you'll notice pretty quickly that they have sort of a strange dynamic.
I'm like really super excited to come there. I'm real happy. Just...
You love me.
I'm not saying that word. I don't say I love you.
She seems nice.
I don't ever say I love you. Because whenever I say I love you to a person, they leave.
Okay, so he got his, Okay,
I'm not saying the word, but I'll say this.
What? Why does he look so proud to admit that he doesn't say I love you?
I don't say I love you.
So the way they speak to each other and him giving her the middle finger and everything could easily just be harmless flirting, or there could be something bubbling under the surface, and considering this is 90 Day Fiance, I'm gonna go with the latter. So when they first introduce Riley, he talks about 2 serious relationships in his life that failed. I could be wrong, but I believe he said he was married and his marriage fell apart because he caught his wife cheating. And then in the future, when another relationship was starting to get serious, his girlfriend took off with little to no explanation. At first, of course, you feel sympathy, but then also I'm wondering, is he leaving any details out?
I mean, if that's their love language, how they connect, I mean, that's them. I mean, obviously they might have a sense of humor.
Wilbur.
What? If that's how they communicate, that's how they communicate.
That I don't know.
I can't judge yet.
I mean, I can't either, but
I mean, that's probably they
so you
love
don't want
language.
to say I love you, but you want to say F you?
I mean, he probably mean it the other way. Trying to get them draws or something. I don't know. I mean, that's how they love. I don't know. I need more. I can't judge. I need more.
How do you express your love to her?
This
You know, it just occurred to me how weird it is that we're still blurring somebody's finger. Do you know the shit that Jasmine and Gino talked about this episode? And then they blur this guy's middle finger? I wish they would just blur everything with those 2. I'm sick of it already. We're on episode 2, and I'm sick of them. All right, sorry, getting off topic.
He hate him so much, he's talking about him.
Violet told me women in Vietnam mean the opposite of what they saying. So when she says she hates me, it actually means I like you.
She's
or I
lying.
care for you,
Nah, she's telling the truth.
So she knows how I feel when I do this.
Oh, okay. So does that mean if you hire a private investigator, what you're really saying is, no, I don't want to investigate you. We're cool.
He could.
Can he
I mean, it's the opposite.
hire a private
It's
investigator?
opposite day.
Would she be upset if he didn't do that? Is that what's going on here?
We've been through some ups and downs over the last year or so. I just feel that there's something there with Violet that she's just not telling me, or she's not.
I just want to know what you could possibly argue over.
As I would need her to be. I'm gonna let you go. I know it's late there. Get some rest. Have a good night, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's a little weird, right? It's kind of strange. Everyone has their own way of flirting, you know, that's cool. They got their own little thing going on. I would think this was a lot less strange if it weren't for all the things that follow. But, you know, like, come on, how far does this go? What is he gonna do when he sees her at the airport? Give her a noogie? Anyway, of course, his friends have to give their opinion on it.
So do you love her?
Yes. It's just, I don't like saying the word, but I'm bringing a ring.
A ring.
It's more like a promise ring because once I get all the answers I need and we can get past what we need to get past, I think she might be the one.
Oh yeah, that sounds very reassuring.
At
Once
least
I
he's
pay
not
somebody to track her down and find out if she's a liar or not, then I'll know for sure if she's my soulmate. I feel like if you already have layers upon layers of drama and you haven't even met in person yet, then that's probably not a good sign.
I was just about to say that because how, I don't know. I ain't never been in a long distance relationship. I don't know how, what could you possibly argue about over the phone? Like,
not answering the phone. Not
I mean, but you don't,
time.
but there's not, you don't even know what that person, that's not how far apart you are. What if he working, doing this? Like,
you asked the question and I'm answering it. There's so many different things.
What you
I'm
gonna
pretty sure. I just told you, not answering the phone, not giving me enough time, not talking. Like, I feel like it'd be petty arguments, but I feel like I'm pretty sure they argue about something.
I asked her often if she was divorced, and she said yes.
So you don't know she's divorced?
She told me later, like 3 months in, that, oh, by the way, my divorce was just finalized. But it was 3 months in after I asked her multiple times.
Alright, so why don't you just confront her about the lie, and if you're not satisfied with her answer or apology, then just end the relationship. I think it makes perfect sense to be concerned if that's true and she lied about when her divorce was finalized. But if you never address that, and now you're always just wondering what she may or may not be lying about, and now on top of that, you're recreating scenes from the movie There's Something About Mary, none of this is healthy or good or leading in a positive direction, and I'm all here for it. I'm ready to watch it all go down.
And there's one other thing, like, she was so adamant that I come off the dating app, and I did it. And when this whole thing blew up, I went just to check and see if she was still on it, and she was.
Riley has found himself in a classic conundrum. So I think what happened is they got into an argument about the whole divorce thing and didn't talk for a while. He decides to go on a dating app, the same one that they met on, I assume, and he finds her there as well. Now this proves that she might be cheating, but if you approach her about it, then you also look like you might be cheating. So what are you supposed to do here? So this all seems pretty bad, especially for a relatively new relationship, but it gets a lot weirder when it turns out that Violet has been messaging Riley's dad whenever they get into an argument.
I have about 150 different texts from different days.
She texting her potential father-in-law. Well, I mean, if it's her potential father-in-law, I get like she's texting him.
But that's a little bit too comfortable. That's a little bit too comfortable. You ain't never met the man. You text him 150 messages.
Well, my thing is how she get his number.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he probably gave it to that.
Exactly.
That's weird, though.
It's your fault because you gave her your dad's number.
This relationship sound weird already. I mean, it just sounds a lot of weirdness because it's like.
Because you gotta think, some people complain to their moms about their spouses. They'll be like, your son is doing too much. But you gave her the number to your dad.
I get the concept, I guess. Maybe like the dad was getting to know her, like, you know, on the phone, like he said. But at the same time, it's like, it's a long distance ass relationship. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all relationship just sound weird off the jump. Like, it ain't feel like it's gonna work. It don't sound like it's gonna work. Like, let's just not continue with this.
So wait.
I'm throwing it away.
Okay.
Trash.
150.
150. You can check it.
His dad tired.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're just messing around, you know? That's our sense of humor. She's totally kidding, you know? I flip her off. She flips me off. We argue. We don't talk for like 5 days. Maybe she downloads a dating app and texts you 100 times in the middle of the night and says a bunch of manipulative, bizarre things.
He says, yeah,
Let me see. I knew your son doesn't love me, and the time we are together, he just loves himself, really. He never knows how is true love, so if he ever will be alone, really, this is what she says to you?
That's a good one. That is such her sense of humor. That is so her. Isn't she just the sweetest jerk you've ever met?
And I did not comment on it because I don't want to get in the middle of anything.
Dad don't want nothing to do with
Man, I actually feel really bad for his father because I'm sure he doesn't want to deal with any of this crap, and he's getting dragged into it by these two goofballs. I think this is definitely up there when it comes to worst starts to a relationship on this show.
It seems to me that Violet is taking advantage of my father to try to get to me, to manipulate him. He's elderly, he's sick. Like, who does that?
You can't sit here and say he elderly sick. Obviously, you gave her his number and involved him in this mess.
And he should have deleted her number or blocked her.
Don't come play the sick card now. You didn't got your dad involved in 151 messages. He ain't got time. His phone, he used to turning his phone off at 7 o'clock, getting into bed, getting up early in the morning at 5, having his coffee. Now he got to wake up to 151 messages a day, dealing with her, and his life is in shambles.
She just should not be.
He probably like, I done raised my kids, y'all out the house. Now I'm dealing with this mess. He ain't trying to be dealing with that. He trying to live his life.
But it's like, I don't know. Like, are you... The way she was texting him, it was kind of like, oh, well, we're done. I don't want to be with him no more. Basically, he's going to be alone forever.
But at this point on this show, it's stupid. If they writing like this, I'm not going to go see you. Look, I'm gonna screenshot them and send them to me, and then send them to her. And be like, so this is what you're writing, my dad. Exactly. I'm not wasting my time to even come see you in your country. Like,
and see what she has to say about that.
Who does that? My soulmate does that. That is what I look for in a woman right there. It's hard to imagine finding this out and still continuing with the relationship, but you know that he's going to. And on top of that, he thinks that the investigator thing is gonna save his relationship. If you're hired by somebody like this, you probably don't even have to do anything like 90% of the time because the answer is gonna be obvious.
This is ridiculous, man.
It is. I wish you have a good daughter-in-law in the future.
That's ridiculous.
I'll be like, so it ain't gonna be you?
Right.
Those text messages just aggravated me.
At least this guy didn't try to make a million excuses and say something like, oh, she was hacked, you know? That wasn't her saying all of that. But it would be ridiculous at this point for him to go and meet her and bring her a promise ring. We're doing a promise ring again, really? What is he promising her? What could he possibly be promising her? I promise that I'll love you forever as long as the investigation clears you.
I always felt that Valen hasn't been really giving me the full story about the divorce and not deleting the dating app. So I'm looking to hire a private investigator in Vietnam in order for me to get the truth.
How you even find a private investigator?
I feel like this show should have its very own investigation service at this point, and it wouldn't require much either. It could just be Big Ed with a magnifying glass. That's about the level of expertise you're going to need to crack some of these cases.
My main concern is she really divorced? The other thing I would like to know is she still on the dating app?
At one point, this guy said he had an entire list of questions prepared for Violet when he meets her for the first time. So it seems he's planning an interrogation of his own, which is, of course, very romantic.
Because when we had a big falling out because of one of her lies, I went back on the app just to see, and she was on the dating app using a different name.
Yeah, I see.
Well, that's not sketchy at all. And now he's about to give him a copy of her passport. The trust all around is just wonderful.
You know what don't make no sense to me? You know what really don't make no sense?
My thing is like, you keep getting on there and seeing her. Why are you still
pursuing her?
Exactly. Or I'm screenshotting it and sending it to her, and we're talking about this
point to even
because
keep
I want to
talking
know.
about it. You got a whole new name. This is 1,000 red flags.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not wasting my time. This is wasting my valuable,
precious time.
There's
too many red flags, and he's trying to look for that green one.
At the age he at, this is valuable, precious time you are
is
wasting. I am not hiring nothing. I've seen enough red flags for myself to say, you know what? Go find you somebody else.
Exactly. Go find another victim.
I do have a copy of her passport.
Okay.
Not him in
we
the
will find out where she lives.
Okay.
What she work.
Okay.
And then we will follow her, check her activity, daily activity to find out her relationship.
We got our best guy on the case. His name is Detective Ed. If there's anything to find out, believe me, he will find it. But you're not going to like his methods.
You got this, Ed.
Of course, we will send you with a picture and a video.
Would you actually get in a car and follow her?
No, Dad.
Really? Wow.
That's what he is.
He was way too excited about
did you
that.
think
Why
a
is he so
PI
excited about the
was?
fact that they can follow her around? This escalated so quickly. We just got introduced to them. This is the second episode, and we already are talking about having a spy follow somebody around. Isn't it a little bit early for spies and conspiracies?
Not really.
What are
Not
we
when there's so many
doing?
red flags and they've been together 2 years.
Ding ding gong gong. I feel, but
yes.
I want to protect myself and make sure that...
You want to protect yourself by having some guy follow her around and update you with pictures and videos every day? Honestly, this seems like it's going to be one of those couples where they're both just awful and there's nobody to root for. It'll definitely be very interesting to see how this all pans out. Anyway, that is it for today's video.
They don't need to be together.
Please have a wonderful week.
They don't need to be together at all. There is no need for this couple to be together.
Like I said, there's too many red flags. I feel like give it up. Give it up.
These
and
shows...
especially I don't think you should send a PI on her. I think you need to screenshot, send it to her, let her give her little stuff out, and then just be done. Like, stop wasting your time.
These
your
shows
money.
got my mind completely insane because I don't have the patience to be sitting here. I be feeling like just look, y'all stressing me out more watching this show than anything because y'all be sitting here going above and beyond for somebody in a whole nother place, a million miles away from you, and putting way too much effort into these relationships. If y'all put as much time and effort y'all put into these long distance 90-day fiance relationships in a regular relationship, it will work. I guarantee it because that is way too much time. And some of these people will be like, why are you going to get in a different country to find somebody anyway?
Not the ugliest duckling in the world.
Jesus. This was...
I don't know.
See, that's
this
what I'm saying.
Too much.
Bitch, they just need to
But imagine if, like, she gets spooked by the PI and she calling the cops on him and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. What if he's...
They good. They don't get seen.
What if he's too much of a, like...
No,
he follows her too well.
He probably just good at what he do. That's why he a PI. How do you become a PI? That's probably got to be the best job in the world.
No.
I would love somebody to call me. I'll be in somebody's business. Yeah, I need you. Yeah, I got you, bro. Well, follow where? And especially when you find him in the act, too. Okay. Homie, I got some photos for you. I'll be on it.
Cheaters.
I got some photos for you, dog.
Sounds like Cheaters AF. Remember Cheaters, the show?
Here's the copies. Could you imagine? That's the code.
You guys watch 90 Day Fiance? If you guys do, let us know which season you're on, which show, because I know there's like a million. And let us know what you guys think about this one, because are you staying or are you going? What are you doing?
I need the requirements to become a PI. I need to go look it up. What kind of degree you need if you do, if not, because I need to become one. I'm telling you that has to be a dope-ass job. Why did I think of that as a career choice when I was growing up?
Because you probably didn't know about that.
Like, a PI would be dope.
I
need you to follow her. You lead me the right way. I will follow her. I got you, dog. I got you, dog.
Bye, guys.
I'm about to become a PI, y'all. I just got a new career. I just got an awakening right now.